Brothers and sisters, this is Danny from CatchForChrist.net, and today we're going to be memorizing Exodus 17:15. As always, we're going to be using the Scripture Typer Bible Memory app that I highly recommend. Please see the first video on this channel to see a more in-depth tutorial on how I like to use this app and try to get the most out of it. But it's pretty straightforward. This is the home screen. You'll hit My Verses. Then you'll hit the plus sign, hit New Verse. You'll select the book, and then type in the chapter and verse or verses notation. You can choose different Bible versions, translations that is, and you can choose different collections. So I'll just put this in the Verse of the Day collection. It's just a way to categorize your verses. So you'll import the verse text, and you'll hit save, and then just scroll to wherever that verse happens to be. Then you'll select the verse, and then you'll start the three-step process. The first step is called typing it. All you do is hit the first letter of each word, and the word should turn from gray to black. Moses built an altar and called it "The Lord is my banner." Exodus 17:15. I like to do each step at least 3 times. Moses built an altar and called it "The Lord is my banner." Exodus 17:15. And I also like to recite the verse as I'm doing each step. So Moses built an altar and called it "The Lord is my banner." Exodus 17:15. The second step is called memorize it. You're going to do the same process. You're still hitting the first letter of each word, but here half the words, as you can see, are not visible, and you're essentially filling in the blanks. So Moses built an altar and called it "The Lord is my banner." Exodus 17:15. When you hit retry, it'll alternate, so now the other half of the words are visible. Moses built an altar and called it "The Lord is my banner." Exodus 17:15. And just one more time, Moses built an altar and called it "The Lord is my banner." Exodus 17:15. Now the last step is called master it. And of course there's no on-screen help, so you're doing it completely from memory. But the reason why I like to recite the verse is because when you're reciting the verse, you're reading it as you're typing it, and you're also listening to yourself recite it. So your mind is interacting with it in many different ways. So at this point, hopefully, you should be able to hear your own voice in your own head, and also visualize the words that you've previously typed, and it should be a little bit easier for you. So Moses built an altar to the Lord. No, just built an altar and called it "The Lord is my banner." Exodus 17:15. Now, if you make a mistake, it'll turn red. So if you do this, it'll turn red, and the next time you do it, it'll have these heat signatures. So when you retry it, it'll be all red like this. So that's one way it helps you just remember the place where you made a mistake previously. In any case, Moses built an altar and called it "The Lord is my banner." Exodus 17:15. So when you get 100% accuracy, I'd like to encourage people to continue working on it until you get 100% accuracy the first time. The first time you're memorizing the verse. But then don't stop there. Try to get it at least 3 times total at 100% accuracy, because that's going to help you in the future when you're reviewing the verse, I think. So if you get it really down pat the first time you learn it, it'll be a lot easier in the future. So as you can see, it says, "Great job. You've completed an additional review." So that means that tomorrow when I try this verse, and if I get my target accuracy, my accuracy threshold, which is set at 96%, it will advance my review frequency from review daily to every 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, 5 days, etc., etc. And you should complete that process. So if you go to review down at the bottom, it'll tell you what verses you have coming up, and it just keeps track of all the passages that you've committed to memory for you. So it really makes things pretty straightforward for you. Where is it at? Yeah, right here. So it's due in 24 hours. Yes, that's pretty much the whole process. Moses built an altar and called it, "The Lord is my banner," Exodus 17:15. Even when I review the verses, if I see heat signatures, I like to get them out the way. So Moses built an altar and called it, "The Lord is my banner," Exodus 17:15. So as you keep reviewing it and you keep getting it correct, those heat signatures will disappear, as you see. So I like to make sure all my verses are heat signature free before I move on to the next one. But thank you for watching. This is Danny from CatchForChrist.net. Hopefully I'll post this video in an article on the site with the translation and some notes maybe. But thank you for watching. Have a blessed day. God bless. And always read verses in context. It's really important. I got to keep saying that. But yeah, have a good one.